net.
Sergeant Gillis, no, I'm really sorry about that. I could have sworn that I left that file on your desk. Yes, I know what you said. Listen, if I just come in, I know that I can find it. Sergeant Gillis? Pops, I'm back. I'm so sorry. Pops, are you there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now, Pops? Michael, hi.
Hi, yourself.
God, you came just in the nick of time. I needed some cheering up. What are these for?
For you. Just for you. No reason. Hey, do you still have time to have lunch with me and my mom?
I don't have time for anything, but I have time for this.
Oh, great.
Why were these things invented?
You know, my brother John's gonna try and stop by if he can.
Lambview PD? I'm sorry, this is Marcy Walsh. Oh, hi. Sergeant Gillis. Oh, you found it? Where? In the refrigerator. No, that's not funny. I'm sorry. Bye.
Thanks, Rex. Just let me know if you see Jessica or if you hear from her.
Where would Haver have taken her?
If he's even got her. I mean, the message that she left with Mom said that she was chasing this lead on a story, so...
Caitlin's driver's license at the loft. That was Haver's message. He's got Jessica.
All messages deleted.
Is that my phone?
Oh, yes. My phone ran out of juice, and I borrowed yours. I hope you don't mind.
It's no problem. Were you calling my Uncle Bo?
I started to.
Well, what happened?
Well, I decided to call Ray Cummings instead. Talk to her shrink to shrink, see if she could give me a little courage since I've obviously gotten a little scared here.
Yeah, well, who can blame you? What did Ray say?
I wasn't able to reach her.
I wish there was something I could do to help.
What do you mean? You've been a great help. You let me drive all the way out here. You've listened to me half the night. You've stood by me. Nobody understands me the way you do.
My uncle will. But we have to go back to the police station and deal with this. It's the only way.
What's taking Aunt Betsy so long?
Are you really that anxious to find out that you lost $30 million, Paul?
It's not a done deal yet.
After Aunt Betsy met Adriana yesterday, you'd have better odds buying a bunch of lottery tickets.
I don't believe Dorian has another daughter.
You don't? Well, Aunt Betsy does, and that's all that matters.
So you can't wait to help Dorian manage Adriana's money?
Only until Adriana's 18. Or maybe 21. I haven't decided yet.
Oh. Is that when you decide to dump Dorian?
Paul, I love Dorian. $30 million or not.
Oh, that's gross.
I am ready with my new will. Where's Dorian?
She is in court, Aunt Betsy.
And her daughter, Adriana?
She's in school. Dean's List. She is an excellent student.
As she should be, with Kramer genes.
So Dorian asked me to represent both of them in their absence.
Oh, and there is nothing you wouldn't do for Dorian, is there?
Especially when there's millions involved.
Don't you look so grim. I haven't forgotten you. I've decided to put you in my will.
You know, Laura, I had reservations when we first looked at this case, there being a conflict of interest and all. But, you did an amazing job, counselor. And I couldn't steal your thunder if I tried.
Thank you, Daniel. We probably should wait until the verdict comes in. I'm sorry we had to wait all night.
Well, how'd you sleep when you knew it was coming in?
Like a baby.
Vicky, I would like to offer my condolences.
On what?
Your brother's gonna go to prison for a long, long time.
Well, we don't know that yet.
But you're worried about him, aren't you? Just as I'm worried about my niece.
Okay, Dorian, what is it? An engagement ring?
Oh, something like that.
Kelly, Kevin, what are you doing here? What? I can't show up to support my cousin? In your condition, you should actually stay home and take care of the baby, Kelly. Baby's fine.
Thank you for sticking up for me.
I will always stand up for you.
Even if I'm found guilty.
Even if. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
All rise.
This will be fine.
Any word on Jessica or Haver?
We're trying to reach her on her cell, but she's not answering.
Well, I tried to track down someone from Boston who may have known Ray. Got a hold of this woman. She was a former patient. Doing a lot better now. She hasn't seen Ray in years.
No waste, Bo. Haver's got her.
You know, Ray Cummings is an old friend of mine. And Jessica's my niece. They're both missing. But I refuse to believe that they're dead.
I haven't seen Jessica.
No, neither have I.
Well, if you do hear anything, please.
Yeah, we'll let you know right away.
Thank you.
Definitely. Have you seen John? You don't know if he's wrapping things up down there at the police station, do you?
I don't. But John, I don't think he wraps it up at all. Why?
Well, he's supposed to meet me here for lunch. Marcy and I and my mom.
Yeah, I'm sure she'd love to see you again, too. Why don't you come along? I mean, have you had lunch yet?
I haven't even had breakfast.
Well, you should eat something. I know these things. I'm a doctor.
I gotta find Jess. I'm sorry.
No, not on an empty stomach. You don't. Come on. Have a nosh. It's good.
I don't think that you're gonna get John here either, to be honest. He is very focused right now on finding Jessica.
Agent McBain is like a man obsessed.
I know, but he just wants to catch a murderer.
By framing an innocent man.
You have to explain that to my Uncle Bo.
I've already tried. I told you. It's just that John wants my head on a platter.
But if you're not guilty, then...
Neither was Troy MacGyver. Or Marcy Walsh's brother before that. John even suspected his own brother. He needs an arrest. The FBI is breathing down his throat. There's no talking to the man. You know that as well as I do.
Maybe I should call my Uncle Bo first.
Look, I don't want to put you in the middle of this. I don't.
No, please. I want to. Let me help any way I can.
If you think it'll do any good.
Get a hold of the neighboring counties, see if anybody has seen a car matching that description. It's Jessica's. Buchanan?
Hi, Bo, it's Jessica.
Jessica. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Well, we've been really worried. Where are you, Jess?
I'm with Professor Haver.
Aunt Betsy, I thought that you had stipulated that you wanted an unmarried female Kramer to inherit your assets.
Let her read the will.
I, Elizabeth Kramer, being of sound mind and body.
Did Dorian happen to, I know I'm interrupting, but did Dorian happen to mention that Adriana went to a convent school?
Would you let me finish?
Stop groveling and show some respect, Vickers.
To my grandnephew, Paul Kramer, I leave the sum of $100.
What did you just say?
You heard me correctly. I am leaving you $100. You know, you have a lot of drive and ambition, and I like that. I'm sure you'll be able to parlay this small sum into a large fortune by investing wisely in the market, just as I did.
Or you could just buy yourself a bunch of lottery tickets. Aunt Betsy, just out of curiosity, What are you doing with the rest of your assets?
True to my word, I am leaving my fortune to Dorian's daughter, to Adriana.
I think that's a very wise and sound decision. Don't you, Paul?
You want to know what I think? I think you can take your $100 and just stick it somewhere, you dried up, nasty old bag.
Oh, well.
Sour grapes. Betsy, may I call you Betsy? You have a very discerning way about you, don't you? It's only outmatched by your ageless beauty.
Do you know, you can stop kissing up to me now?
What, is that what you think I'm doing? I really like you.
You may get by with that with Dorian, but I've got your number.
Well, let's put it this way. You're still alive. We wouldn't want you changing the will, now, would we?
Well,
I tell you what, I think we ought to celebrate with a wee spot of brandy.
oh, it's not even noon yet.
It is somewhere in the world.
Oh, heck, I'm not very long for this planet anyway.
So why not go out with a smile, huh? Look at the brandy.
David, what is it? They're about to announce the verdict.
Good news.
And Betsy's will?
Ka-ching.
This is a landmark day for the Kramers. $30 million and Todd Manning's downfall. Does it get any better?
Why don't you come home and find out?
We do have a lot to celebrate, don't we? See ya.
Has the jury reached a unanimous verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
The defendant will rise. Please, read the verdict.
On the charge of rape, the jury hereby finds the defendant, Todd Manning, guilty as charged.
Oh. Oh, dear. You're so brave.
Where are you, Jess? Haber's not letting you tell me, is he? Just answer yes or no.
Bo, Professor Haver isn't forcing me to do anything. He's innocent.
Well, have him come on down. He can tell me himself.
He wants to. But you have to do something about John McBain first. You cannot let him blow up at Professor Haver like he did before.
Before?
He's out of control. I've seen it myself. He's too personally involved in this case, and if you don't do something about it, he's gonna ruin an innocent man's life.
Yeah, okay, well then I'll speak to John. Where are you, Jess?
I'm not saying.
All right then, you and Haver, I want you to come down here right away.
We will. Bo, listen, I know as soon as you hear Professor Haver's side of the story, you'll believe he's innocent too.
Well, if he has an alibi for the music box murders, then, you know, I'll cut him loose right away. But I need you to come down here right now. Jess, there's just one more. Jess? Jessica, you there?
Did you get anything? Anything?
They get it?
Nah, cell phone. Wasn't enough time. We couldn't nail the location. Just north of here.
Jessica, I don't know how to thank you for this.
I told you that my uncle would be reasonable. But he wants us to go back right away. And as soon as you tell him your alibis, he's gonna clear you.
All right, we'll just finish up this tea and get back there. So warm us up.
Can you guys just hang on one second. I want to ask around, see if anyone's seen Jessica, okay? I'll put these in water for you.
Oh, great, thanks.
Yeah. Oh, my mom's here. I didn't see her come in.
Natalie, we'll see you at the table. Okay.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, baby. Good to see you. Oh, glad you brought my favorite girl.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, Mrs. McBain, you remember Natalie Vega, don't you?
I sure do. My other boy's friend. Hi.
John was gonna try and make it, but I don't know. He's up to his eyeballs in the serial killer thing, so he probably won't make it.
Anybody see Jessica?
Yeah, they heard from her. She called, but John's still very worried about her.
Something wrong?
Well, the police are really desperate to find Natalie's sister.
But she called, so it's
You
good.
mentioned John.
Yeah, well, he's very focused on this music box killer case. It's gotten very, very intense, and he actually thinks that these murders may be connected to the death of his fiancée.
Caitlin.
Yeah. He really loved her, didn't he?
I don't know. I didn't really know her.
He was never the same after she died.
Give me something strong. Bourbon do it for you? I don't care. I don't even drink. Make it a double.
Looks like you lost your best friend.
Yeah, about 30 million of them. Hit me again.
Oh. All right.
Hit me. That is what you say when you want another, isn't it?
Yes, some people do. I like this side of you. Are you sure, though?
I need it.
Yeah? For what?
For the request that I'm about to make. I hope that you'll say yes.
Order!
I'm so sorry. Todd, we will win on appeal. Yes, there's always the chance for an appeal, right?
Blair, you did it. You did it.
I will have order in the courtroom. I'd like to take this time to thank the jury for their service. You are now free to go. Mr. Manning, would you please rise? Would you like to say anything at this time before I pass sentence? Very well. Based on the severity of these charges and the evidence presented in these proceedings, I am sentencing the defendant, Todd Manning, to 10 years in Statesville Prison, effective immediately.
The request is of rather a bizarre nature. Can't believe I'm really making it.
Well, request away, Betsy. I'll do my best to honor it.
Dorian was, sounding off to me, as is customary for her to do. But she happened to mention how how you were the most satisfying lover she ever had.
She said that out loud, did she? Did you get it on tape? Too bad. I could have used that. Wait, what does this have to do with your request?
Young man, as you know, I am not very long for this earth.
Yes, you've mentioned that once or twice.
And I would like to experience the joy, the ecstasy that Dorian says is provided by the art of love, and I would like to experience it with you, Mr. Vickers.
Court is adjourned.
All rise.
I'll do whatever I can. You know that. I'll come and see you.
The prisoner immediately.
Later.
Please. Please.
All right.
Let's go. I'll be back. I love you. I'll be back. No matter how long it takes, I will be back for you.
Keep in mind, my niece is with Haber, so you proceed with caution. Right. Anything from your people?
Not a thing.
She should have come straight here.
If it was up to her.
I assure you, your niece is quite all right, Commissioner. Commissioner Buchanan, Agent McBain, this is Nelson Kendall, my lawyer. I'm sure you know of him. He's here to help me try to clear up this terrible
Where the hell
misunderstanding.
is Jessica?
This month, get the best pay-per-view titles in the comfort of your home with DirecTV Pay-Per-View. You can order from a huge selection of new movies every week. With frequent start times and digital technology, you get immediate movie satisfaction any time of day. And you never need to pick up the phone. Just order using your remote. For complete listings, consult your on-screen guide starting at channel 100. Or log on to our website at directtv.com/movies.
What's wrong with me? Professor Haver? Dr. Haver, are you here?
I don't know what else I can say. Jessica kindly dropped me off outside the station.
Where is she?
My best guess is that she's headed home.
Not at home. Not on her cell.
Did you see a young blonde woman drop him off?
I met my client inside the building.
Hey, you know, why are we even messing with this, all right? Let's arrest this psycho right now. We'll deal with this other stuff later.
I'd be very careful about remarks like that, Agent McBain.
You here to confess, Haber? Because I'm ready to hear a confession, you son of a bitch.
My client is here to cooperate with the authorities. You wanted to question him regarding the so-called music box homicides?
Oh, you're damn right we want to question him.
Well, here he is. He has confirmed alibis for the times in question, volunteered by people of established reputation. We have come prepared with their signed affidavits. It's all there. As you'll see, at the time of the Alyssa Collins murder, Dr. Haber was a poll watcher for the town board elections here in Landview. On the night of the Madison-Kensington homicide, he was in Philadelphia at the Academy of Music for the Messiah. The second document is a statement from the woman beside whom he was seated.
Yes, Dr. Donaldson, this is Agent John McBain.
Where's Ray coming? I heard you haven't heard from Ray yet?
You know we haven't heard from her. Now, what'd you do to her?
This is someone like Ray. I'm really getting worried.
Well, thank you for your help. The old broad's willing to give him an alibi for the night.
You have questions for my client. We're happy to cooperate.
Hey, you know what? I don't know what you're pulling here today, but it's not gonna matter. You're not gonna get away with this.
I was this close to snagging that $30 million from that old battle axe. Till a couple of con artists came up. But I'm smart too. I'm not giving up. I'm a fighter, you know? And I'm gonna wipe that smirk off of Vickers' face. You just watch me.
It's not that I'm not flattered by your offer, Betsy. Aunt Betsy. I think I should call you Aunt Betsy. I am completely flattered. And tempted. Did I mention that?
4 times. So, what are we waiting for?
I can't. Dorian and I are kind of sort of engaged, and I could never betray her with another woman. It's dishonest, and that's just not my style. Even with someone as tempting as you.
Not even for $1 million.
I'm sorry, what? You're offering me $1 million to sleep with you.
I'm prepared to set aside $1 million in my will that goes directly to you if you'll help me lose my virginity.
Well, your offer is tempting. And so are you.
That's number 5.
All right, bottom line. I just can't do it to Dorian. Can I?
Well, of course, she's the mother of $30 million, but how can you be sure that she'll give you access to that money? Suppose your dearly beloved Dorian stabs you in the back. $1 million of your own would be a nice safety net, and nobody needs to be the wiser.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna hate myself in the morning. Oh, I hate myself now. Oh, everyone in this town is right about me. I'm too good, too decent. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
You drive a hard bargain. Suppose I adjust my request. Suppose, as the young people say, we don't go all the way.
No. Okay, what did you have in mind?
A passionate kiss, or 2, or 3. Whatever you are willing to share.
And I gotta keep the whole $1 million.
Every cent of it. I'll call my lawyer right now and I'll make the arrangements. What do you say?
La Boule.
David, get ready to celebrate.
I can't talk about Todd right now.
I'm taking Blair to the palace for dinner. You want to join us? My treat.
Oh, that's so generous of you.
Well, I did just come into $30 million.
You? Don't you mean we?
Whatever. Can I expect you or not?
Expect me? I'm sorry, Dorian. Something's come up. I'm not going to be able to meet you.
Whatever you say. Bye. Blair. I'll tell you what. Kevin, Kelly, why don't we make this celebration into a family reunion?
I do not feel like celebrating, Dorian.
Todd Manning's finally going to pay for all the pain he's caused you.
All right, this paperwork needs to be filled out, and then it's all stinks filled for Mr. Manning.
Did it, didn't you? Sent me away. How come you're not out celebrating with Blair?
Blair's not out celebrating. She's not particularly happy about this.
But you are, aren't you? Batting 1,000 with me. First time you were my lawyer, I was guilty. Now you're the prosecutor, and I'm innocent.
The jury didn't think so. They're the ones that make the decision, not me.
You're an innocent man. Away to prison. I hope you can sleep at night, Nora.
Okay, how do you want to go about this?
Well, I'll follow your lead, seeing as you're the expert and all.
And Betsy, I think we're back to Betsy now, don't you? Surely experienced the pleasures of the flesh before? I mean, you were once engaged, weren't you?
With a host of chaperones wherever we went. We weren't even allowed to kiss. Which is probably why the dirty little rat left me at the altar.
Hey, he was an idiot. You're smart, you're funny. He doesn't know what he missed out on.
It's I who missed out. I want to know what makes normal people foolish, what raises them to such giddy heights. Make me die a happy woman, Mr. Vickers.
Betsy. I'll get a table.
My. Drowning your sorrows.
Are you all right?
Never better. Thanks to Aunt Dorian and that long-lost daughter she pulled out of her designer hat.
Look, why don't you have some lunch with us? You could probably use something to eat.
I would, but I'd probably choke on it. How about some more here?
Can't hold his liquor. So many of the Kramers are like that.
I'm just getting used to having a new brother. Now I've got a new cousin. I can't believe she never told us about this. Or Cassie. I mean, she's Cassie's sister.
Well, as long as Dorian's happy. Dorian's happy? I'll tell you what makes me happy. The fact that you are happy, all my Kramer girls. And now you can be. That Todd is
You know
out
what,
of your
Dorian,
life.
please, let's just not talk about Todd.
No
okay?
problem.
Let's go.
Dad!
Step away, young lady.
Nora, she just wants to say goodbye to her father.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Hey.
I'll never forgive Mom for doing.
Hey, hold on now. Remember what we talked about. Your mom's just screwed up with a few things. But we love her, right?
I'm gonna miss you so much. I can't stand it.
No, me too. Me too. Hey, it's not forever. I'm not dead. I'm here, okay? We'll be back together before you know it. Star, I love you. Don't you forget it, okay?
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Band's ready.
Election night checks out too.
My guys are still working on him back there, but he's just yanking our chains. What's the DA saying?
Close is headed into a conference with a Superior Court judge. How many times have we done this, John? We catch him, they let him go. Catch him again, they let him go again. Yeah. Is there something else we can do for you?
We're taking a short break. You've been interrogating my client for hours.
Oh, pal, we're gonna be interrogating your guy until they put him in the chair and throw the switch. But you know, I gotta ask you something. How'd you do it? How'd you get him the alibis?
Maybe they're telling the truth. Novel concept.
Spoke to Judge Lee. No go. We gotta release Haber.
Wait, the guy is guilty. I can hold him for 48 hours.
I can't. His alibi's checked out.
Either charge Dr. Haber with these murders or release him.
Listen, do not release this man. You cannot release this man.
Charge him. Damn it. Charge him with something.
Where's my phone?
not what you think.
David, she's dead.
Like a glass of Merlot, please.
So Todd got off, huh?
No, Paul. He's on his way to prison right now. Thank you.
And why do you look so depressed?
Welcome back, Manning, to your new home for the next 10 years.
You're letting a serial killer walk. How many times have you done this and paid for it later?
Look, I can't indict him. Not with those alibis. The court will toss it. Look, your own people in New Jersey and Illinois say they can't bring him in unless they hit something solid. We have to let it go.
This bastard choked the life out of 7 women, and one of them was Gabrielle.
Bo, this is personal for you.
It is personal. It ought to be personal.
You put a tail on my client and file a lawsuit.
I'm putting a tail on his client. If Haver jaywalks, we'll bust him. If he spits on the sidewalk, we bust him.
And I'm gonna break you. I'm gonna break you into so many pieces your mother won't recognize you.
John, I don't think that my mother would recognize me at this moment anyway. But then, she never was one to pay much attention. Still, I wish you luck in your hunt for the killer. It'd be a terrible shame for someone else to die.
Steven? Anyone? Can you hear me?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
I'm scared. What are you scared of? What if I never see Dad again?
I don't really care about the appeal. I just want to see my children. When can I do that?
I'm not sure.
Can we speak for a moment, please? It's about Todd.